Well, hello everybody. We are live, Lake Winnie, northern Minnesota. Honestly, this is just a first kind of test for us. Using the live equipment out here on the water, obviously powered by Amped Outdoors. So I'm going to go in here and take a look. Look, see. Feel free if you have any, ice fishing questions, battery questions. Obviously, I'm not a pro ice angler by any means, but we can talk a little bit about ice fishing, talk a little bit about batteries. Just out here, hopefully share this experience with you a little bit. Don't know if we're going to be catching much, so we've been up here for, this is now our third day. The weather, the temperature's definitely dropped out. It's been a seasonally warm winter in the northern states, and we're all feeling that. This cold snap has been kind of nice. It has been the last 3 days. I don't know if we've had more than I don't know. I think it got up to 10 degrees. Maybe since Thursday while up here. So we're definitely making some ice on Winnie. I would say we got a good solid 10 to 12 inches of ice, and in most spots we're kind of fishing the edge of a river channel that flows through here that it might be a little bit less than some of the other parts of the lake, but we got a good solid 10 to 12. Obviously, if you head up here, definitely check with your resorts that you're going out of, or access points. They've got a lot of good roads out here. So the access that we went out of North Winnie, which is the North Winnie access, fairly new, fairly reasonable in price too. They got a nice road going out. They're allowing wheelhouses out, being pulled up with four-wheelers out to the ice. We have seen some vehicles on the ice. Do not recommend that, obviously. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. Unfortunately, a lot of deaths this year, and we keep hearing more and more people falling through. So definitely be safe. Work with your resorts and also the access. But huge call out to that access here. It's our third day out here, and definitely enjoyed that experience. So that's at North Winnie access. We're out at an Amped Outdoors event. We kind of do an annual get together every single year, and we catch fish, have some fun. We get to fish, very fortunate to fish with a lot of great pros, such as, Brosdahl joined us yesterday. Obviously Brian Brosdahl is one of the best out there. So, he outfished us all, kind of gave us a beating. So, yep. So we got a lot of good staff out here. They're all yelling, hooting, hollering. We're fairly close together. We got 8 guys out here today. It's varied every single day. We were very fortunate to fish with or bring out a bass fishing elite pro, Luke Palmer. So he's part of our team down from Oklahoma, and he got to experience walking on ice for the first time. And I'll tell you what, that guy, he caught his first fish through the ice, caught a walleye. Well, caught a little perch first, and he caught a walleye. And I'll tell you, that was one heck of an experience. We had a ton of fun. Fortunately, it was only up here for a day, but he got to experience this. Never walking on water, which is pretty amazing to have somebody like that up here for the first time. So thank you, Luke, for joining us. Got to give a call out to Aaron as well as camera guy. We had some fun while up here, and they got to kind of experience this whole ice fishing. I say is definitely an experience, especially up here in northern Minnesota. So, like the Heat Hog, Brian Brosdahl is the best. Yeah, I tell you, Brian's great. He's one class act. He's a wealth of knowledge. If you get a chance, definitely check out Bro Show when he has that going on, or just check out his stuff in general. The Northland Tackle crew or Northland Tackle team did give us some jigs. Right now, I'm actually using the gold coffin spoon, and I can tell you that he was killing them on them last night. So I'm going to give this a try here this morning and see how we do. Obviously, it's cold. The fishing bite has been a little negative, I would say. We're probably having the best luck up here on our dead sticks in most cases. Shiners, at least that's where I've had the most of my luck. Out of the group of us, I mean, we caught a lot of fish, threw a lot back, a lot of good, healthy 15 to 17 inch fish up here. So very fortunate to get into those, have some for a meal, as well as got to throw a lot of fish back. I know one of our guys on our team, 23 inch the first night, had a nice walleye there. And then Bro, of course, last night outdid us all with a 26.5. Go figure, right? And he had a couple of big ones. Some eel pout up here, definitely a lot of perch. We haven't been fishing a whole lot of shallow water. A lot of it has been, right off the river channel. So anywhere from 19 feet to 25 feet. But yeah, having a great time with the crew. So see some people are asking some questions. We can talk a little bit about equipment. I don't know a ton about stuff, but about that type of stuff, but like the heat hog, I've had a lot of different heaters over time. I tell you, had very good luck with majority of them. Wanted to give this heat hog a try, and so far the experience has been pretty good. I like the electronic ignition on it, the fact that you can tilt it back, so that way you're not getting that puddle of water in front of you. Keep the heat up. So that's a cool little feature. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Patty says, didn't get to use amp battery all year, put it away, got it out. Sure enough, still 100%. So, yeah, I tell you, with lithium batteries, we can talk a little bit about that for storage, especially years like this. A lot of people aren't getting out on the ice until late. We're about a month behind schedule on ice, if not later. So, it's a good idea. If you haven't gotten your ice equipment out yet, take a look at everything. It's a good idea to go through and check your batteries, make sure that they're charged on a regular basis if possible. Probably the only thing that'll hurt a lithium battery is storing it completely depleted for a long period of time. So, if you haven't gotten a chance to get out, check your batteries, make sure you get them out, put them on charge, and make sure you keep those maintained. Lithium batteries, a lot of times, like lithium iron phosphate, they're pretty forgiving battery. But it's a good idea to maintain them. You maintain them properly and, keep a good charge on them. If you're storing them for a long period of time, don't attach your electronics to them because they will have that parasitic draw that'll draw them down too low. And then it's not good to store a battery fully depleted for an extended period of time. So yeah, check all your stuff. It's awesome. Hello from Michigan. Hey, welcome. Probably not. I don't know if there's ice down there or up there by you, over there by you, wherever in Michigan you are, UP, or I know it's been kind of struggling out there with ice, but this cold snap hopefully definitely bring some ice to us here over the this next week. As I said, this is obviously a little test for me on going live. Never really done that before. I figured what not a better place to try it up here on the ice. Try it out. We got a T-Mobile hotspot, which, believe it or not, it's got pretty good 5G reception here. Unlike a lot of other places, I've had some phone issues, but especially when you're traveling up here, you can go in and out of reception. But no, that's been working out great so far from what I can see. Hopefully I sound all right. My microphone, unfortunately, takes a 9-volt, and that's the only battery I didn't bring out with me. So that thing ended up dying. Can't trust those non-amped outdoors batteries, right? So I'm just using my laptop sounds. Hopefully it sounds okay. Hey, thanks, Chad, for saying it sounds good. Your flag is up. Yeah, no flags out here. Not really tip down weather either. If you drill a hole, that thing's going to ice up pretty quick. Yesterday we came out, it was -10. I think right now it's close to 0 or 1, but we got more wind today. It's been pretty calm the last couple of days. So today's definitely not tip-up weather. Not our thing here. Love my 32 amp hour beast with live scope. Yeah, I've got a 106 SV. You can kind of see it on the screen, 10-inch screen. I got my 48 amp hour in there. The Summit Fishing Shuttle. It's been a great shuttle. Yeah, that 10-inch screen on there, 48 amp hour battery. I will go all 3 days that we're up here. So Thursday through Saturday, I'm not going to have to worry about running out of power. I mean, this thing charged up. I think it started at 16.8 volts. I'm at 15.1 now. This is our 3rd day of fishing, so I got plenty of power left. So thing is a beast. Yeah, Bro can definitely hammer him. I think he had eel pout last night. He was popping perch, popping big fish. Yep, that guy's a wealth of knowledge, and he's a hammer. So what are we fishing for? So man, thank you for donating to ICE. Yeah, in Wyoming, absolutely. Thank you, Doug. Definitely like to help out, not only the local community, but also, those around ice fishing, people trying to get kids out in the ice, veterans, so on and so forth. Like to try to help those organizations as much as we can. Say, what are we fishing for? So kind of target species today is walleye. Not the best bite during the day on Winnie. It's more so, a morning bite and then PM bite. We're fishing on the side of a river channel or the edge of a river channel, and we've been out in some of the structures. Structure did a little bit better throughout the day, I think, yesterday for those. But then the river channel, was pretty hot for the guys. We got 2 guys over, where we fished yesterday. They did pretty good last night. So walleye, but there's definitely a lot of other stuff mixed in. We had a couple of eel pout caught last night, a lot of perch, especially, smaller perch out here in 20 feet of water. You get a lot of the smaller perch. Larger perch are going to be up shallower. So you can find them up there. Definitely plenty of fish out here. Not a whole lot of traffic. I mean, you come out on Winnie and this place is normally just blowing up. Houses everywhere. Any northern lake, kind of like Red Lake, Lake of the Woods, but not a whole lot of wheelhouses out here yet, although they are starting to allow them out on the ice. So that's been kind of cool to see some of those getting now as we're getting some pretty good ice out here. But no, it's probably this. I can't see out my window, but yeah, I mean, it's probably half a mile to a mile away from anybody else on the water right now, which is pretty nice. Get out where you don't have a whole lot of traffic. That was kind of our goal this year, is get out. We weren't sure where we're going to go. We came here last year. We've done Mille Lacs in the past. Obviously, not the best of ice on Mille Lacs right now. I haven't been paying attention to my screen much. Trying to jig up a walleye right now, but it is having nothing to do with it. This has been kind of a dead stick bite out here with this cold weather we've had. The front coming through. Not a whole lot of snow up here. I know a lot of you in the south, man, you got smoked this last weekend or the last couple of days. We definitely we got about maybe 3 inches of ice out here, or 3 inches of ice. Not 3 inches of ice, 12 inches of ice, but 3 inches of snow. So it's been easy to travel out here, which is nice. The roads are pretty good up in this direction. Heard even the Twin Cities didn't get hit that hard yesterday. They were supposed to get whomped with snow, but so that's good. But yeah, with southern Wisconsin, and I know the Iowa, man, they got a ton of snow, a lot of wind. But no, we haven't had a whole lot of that up here. In fact, today is probably the first day we've had a little bit of wind, and I think it's just blowing northwest at like 8 to 10 miles an hour right now. So definitely in our favor. North Winnie Landing LLP. Yeah, Tad put that out there. That's fairly new landing, if I'm not mistaken. They're letting wheelhouses out here. They're pulling them out with wheelers. There's a crack, not too big of a crack, but I know they had some trouble with that yesterday. They bridged it, and then there's another way to. They've got a couple of different directions you can go. We didn't have to cross a bridge. The crack that we went over was pretty small, and it's healing up pretty good. Hey, Chuck. Chuck down in Iowa. I'm sure you got some snow. Nice setup. That's all right. I got Clam Shack. I've got Otter Shack. This is my clam. It's an older shack, but I'll tell you what, for doing something like this, and it's nice and warm. And it's got a lot of room in it. You can easily fish two out of this one. This is one of the Mitchells from that's got to be at least 8 years old. But of course, powered by the Amped Outdoors. I got a 60 amp hour battery in here, powering an inverter, powering my laptop, powering Wi-Fi hotspot. So we got that going on. Obviously, the Amped Outdoors batteries in the fishing electronics, and I'm sure there's quite a few thousand on this lake right now. So thank you for everybody for your support there, and had a lot of good feedback from all the places we've gone around here. A lot of people using our products, so thank you. Looks like fun. Yeah, it's definitely fun to get out. This is my first time out here on the ice. Man, really did feel good. I went out Thursday. We did some pan fishing with Midwest Outdoors. Tad and Zach, some panfish anglers. They do a lot of tournament angling. They were out there, and it was, they braved the cold and got some good footage. I know they wish they would have gotten some better fish, but tell you what, it's nice to get out in the water and catch them. Thought this morning, tough this morning, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely some fish coming through. Definitely seeing perch, and then you'll see the occasional roaming fish. I think, Dad, you said out of your shack you caught a pike already, 1 or 2 pike already this morning. There's been a lot of those out here. Can't forget that. You'll tangle with pike. A lot of lost lures from pike. Alternate maintaining charge batteries in our Summit shuttles. Solar panels sometimes. Solar's tough. With lithium batteries, solar, you got to have a good panel to you don't really need to maintain a lithium battery. So solar really won't be needed for maintaining, but if you wanted to charge, you got to have a solar charge controller. And if you're running stuff in a shuttle, the really best thing to do is just charge it before every single trip, or when you get home. Bring that inside, let that battery warm up, and then throw charge on it. Nice thing about like the Summit shuttle, and I know a lot of shuttles out there now will have a switch on it. I kind of wish that was one thing that Garmin would do with their stock shuttles, put a switch on it so you kill power. And that black box will draw power when not in use. That's kind of the case on a lot of electronics out there. So having a kill switch is nice because you're not having that parasitic draw. So I know Summit shuttle I have has that. So I'll just hit that button. And honestly, last year I used the Summit shuttle a little bit open water, but it sat on the shelf a lot. I hit that button and then I just run a little maintenance on it. Just a little, throw charge on it for 10 minutes here or there. Just kind of make sure that battery for some reason didn't, you don't hit a button and all of a sudden the power turns on. You forget about that. So it's always good to check stuff like that out. It happens. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Old school hooked up. That's good. We call him old school. Terry. He's Terry's a Phi Ed teacher, formerly retired. Back at it again for a short stint. But no, he's out fishing with us. Glad to have him. That'll be his first fish. He just got out here yesterday. Hopefully it's something good. Zach, let us know if it's something good. Show the camera. Richard Grimes, show the camera. What are you talking about, Richie? What camera? Northern. So Richie's next to me. Richard. Northern, he just caught. Oh, got it. Okay. So here's the thing: is we're out in a group, so of course I got my phone not turned off, but I got my volume notifications down. So they're catching pike out here right now. I think that's the third one over there. Let's see if I can show the camera. I don't see any pictures though. Another pike. My propane, it looks like it's getting a little low. I can hear struggling there, but it should be all right. I got plenty of propane. It 1 pounders. A lot of guys like to bring those 5 pounders out here. I just stock up some 1 pounders. I've got the refillable ones. These guys, Flame King. So I like those. Easy to fill. I know there's a lot of talk about filling propane not being that safe, but no, I have a lot of 1 pounders. Like just easy, just throw a couple in your sled. Make sure you have 3 full ones. That should get you through any given day. I'm just running mine pretty much on low right now, and it's definitely toasty warm in here. So, Little Brant's been on some big crappies. Nice. That's good, man. That's good. How much ice? So on Winnie up here, it's 10 to 12 inches. I know most spots. I'm sure probably going to see, and that's not officially measured. So I said check with any resort you go out of or landing. Just make sure you're checking with them on ice. We've seems to be a good solid 10 to 12 out here everywhere we kind of checked, even along the river channel. It seems to be pretty decent. So. But as always, no ice is ever safe, right? But it's good to see that. I look fabulous, so thank you. Yeah, I got cold snap. There you go. That's right. Chad's out there. Got the cold snap vest. Yeah. So I know cold snap guys have been running our batteries and been having a lot of fun with them. I was able to do quite a few shows this year, pretty close to them. So I figured I'd try out this new vest, and I'll tell you what, I've liked that. The guys at work will ask if I ever wash it. I do. I wear it almost every day with the warmer temperatures we've had. In Hudson, I haven't had to wear a winter jacket really until Thursday when we started coming up here. It got cold. So I've been wearing this thing almost every single day. It's kind of a jacket replacement, and it's kept me warm. Been very happy with it, comfortable. Like the pockets up top, the pockets below. A lot of pockets in this guy. So, no, been very happy with that. So thank you, Cold Snap, for what you guys are doing out there. Let's see. Chris Berglund. I know your exact location. No, you don't, Chris. We're in a new spot today. Chris was out with us yesterday. Not the exact location. Actually, where Brian and Paul are there. They're in the same spot as yesterday. They did pretty well. I haven't caught anything yet. No, I spent the first hour out here just getting this thing warmed up, getting everything ready. It's my first live feed. So yeah, I wanted to test everything out first before we got in the ice. Got the GoPro camera hooked up as my web camera. A little better viewing angle, a little better. It's got a pretty good picture, I think. So I've been happy with that. Happy with the hotspot. Happy with my 60 amp hour battery powering everything, all this equipment. So I have not caught anything. We've got a lot of lookers. It's been kind of slow. I mean, during the day we did better out around some structure, we caught quite a few fish. And then I had Luke Palmer with me Thursday and Friday, Bassmaster Elite. Luke Palmer, first time on the ice. He caught his first walleye yesterday out in that structure. So that was fun. That was fun to see. Hopefully we can see that video from him up soon. Let's see what else. Like a lot of the guys, we only maybe got out here around 9 o'clock. So it's only been hour and a half, 2 hours, but a few pike. I haven't looked too much and see if anyone else has got anything. What's up, Alex Tim? Hey, man, hopefully we get to go fishing next week. Alex Tim Fishing. If you're not familiar with him on YouTube and Facebook, man, check him out. He's got some good content. Man, his product reviews are excellent, very unbiased. That's what I really like about Alex, and very professional content. So thank you for what you do, Alex. Hopefully we'll get to go fishing next week, possibly on Mille Lacs, and do this live thing kind of like this. Get to do that with more of a pro. He's got more equipment, better cameras, more cameras. I think you in USA or Canada? We're in USA. We're in northern Minnesota. Lake Winnie. It's a pretty big lake. I mean, there's Red Lake, Lake Winnie, Lake of the Woods, Leech Lake. If you're coming up here, yeah, we definitely, this cold snap is great. I see a lot of traffic coming up. Wheelhouses are being allowed on the lake right now. We're out of the North Winnie landing. We're staying just north of here. Well, yeah, kind of north of here on Cutfoot. There's a resort that we're staying at there. It's Eagle's Nest Lodge. I tell you, great accommodations for small and large groups. So yeah, check them out. I really like it. We got a group of, I think we can sleep like 12 to 14 in our cabin right now. So yeah, that's definitely nice. And they've got some smaller cabins too, but no, it's been a great accommodation the last couple of years using that gold bro. Bro, appreciate that. The gold coffin. Did well on that the first day, so I'm gonna try it out again today. See if we can get something going. See, the sun's kind of poking out a little bit. We got some fish coming through. Very lethargic, man. Any movement and they're out. And then some of these other fish, like I know last night they said the pout were pretty aggressive at hitting, but the walleye have been hugging the bottom. Dead stick shiner, been using just a red hook. That's been kind of ticket for me, and I actually caught Luke caught his on a dead stick on a shiner on a spoon. So I got some perch swinging through here, all small. But yeah, we're in the USA. Yes, we will. Yeah, Alex will hopefully. Yeah, we'll get up next week. Been out of North Landing in a Yeti, a few walleyes and pike. Nice Brad. A few walleyes and pike. Yeah, walleye and pike out here. They were catching those pout right as the sun went down yesterday. And yeah, perch, larger perch up shallow. A lot of great perch lakes up here. So got a walleye just kind of sniffing at my dead stick. Man, that's kind of been gave her a little twitch, but then she's gone. Man, just not a heavy bite, that's for sure. I know they're popping up here, but yeah, it's definitely slowed down a little bit. We had quite a few. I think we cleaned, between 8 to 10 of us yesterday. We cleaned, probably average two keeper-sized fish a person. So Brian had the most. I think he had 4 yesterday. All between kind of 15 and 17, so a lot of healthy fish up here. Yesterday, of course, Bro caught that 26 and a half. Another one pretty close to that. First major cold front, pinning the minnows on the bottom. Yeah, with your dead stick. Yeah, absolutely. I'm literally right on the bottom with that dead stick, and using it's a JT walleye snare. That's what I like to use as a dead stick. Kind of been kind of one of my favorite setups. I just like to see that tip kind of load up, and then it's just a simple lift to set the hook, and it's been a great setup for me. I probably caught more fish the last few years dead sticking with that. Used it on a finicky fooler, tip down or tip up type system. Yeah, it's worked out great. Call them in. Lipless rattle. Yeah. Yeah, rattle's been kind of one of those things. It's been really hit or miss. A lot of times, any type of motion has really kind of freaked everything out. And It's been just kind of slow rise on jigging. That's been kind of the best presentation. Calling them in, that worked, I think, a little bit better on Thursday for us. But yeah, the last couple of days, it's we'll see how the rest of today goes. I'll be able to play a little bit more and experiment more. Save me a seat tonight. There you go. All right, Chris. Come on down. We'll catch some fish. Chris out working today. So if you're up in the area, need a new Chevy pickup truck, go see Chris Berglund, Grand Rapids. Walleye's great eating. Yeah, I'm a big perch guy. Honestly, I think perch is my favorite. Next, walleye. Eel powder, fantastic. Yeah, maybe we'll get a couple of those today and make some poor man's lobster tonight. We'll see. We shall see. Those are some of my favorites. Let's see. Best lithium batteries. Thank you. North Winnie Landing. Yeah, they tuned in. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. It's great. It's really close to the resort. I mean, last year we had to drive. I mean, I hate spending hours you could be out on the lake. So yeah, just being up at the Eagles Nest Lodge. I mean, it was only 15 minutes away. So, we had a couple guys yesterday, forgot some stuff. It was nice. You're able to get off the lake, go back, grab what you need, grab some lunch, and then come right back out here. Really appreciate the landing. Roads are, in pretty good shape. Like I said, they're letting wheelhouses out. Dolly, the wheelhouse with a 4-wheeler, and we'll see what happens here this next week. So check them out on Facebook if you're looking to get up here. Very reasonable price, to get out in the lake. I've seen some pretty high prices around here. My eyes are starting to water a bit, so I'm going to change this propane out. Before I gas myself out. She's bright out there. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of sun. I got it for now. Should have had that lined up before we went live. Any battery questions? We'll probably just do this for just a few minutes here, and appreciate everybody jumping on. Obviously, I can't catch fish under pressure like this, but yeah, it's cold out there. You open that door for a minute, man. Yeah, there's room on these heat hogs. Put 2 tanks back there. One that you can connect, another one just a storage one. So that's kind of cool. Always had the buddy heaters. I've always been happy with those as well. Yeah, love that 60 amp for power box. Yeah, you just recently set up. Can't wait to see your power box. You create that 60 amp hour battery. I just grabbed one of the Kayak Edition 60 amp hours we had. And threw that in here, and that'll, just powering my equipment. I got a power inverter, laptop, GoPro, the hotspot. How was the ice? So, yeah, a lot of people ask about the ice. So yeah, up here on Winnie, I think the reports have been a lot of 10 to 12, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty much what we've been on. Allowing traffic to four-wheelers. I have my side-by-side wheelers, snowmobiles. Do not suggest trying to drive anywhere out here with a truck yet. It's just, that's never safe, but especially with the weather we've had, it's just a lot of varying ice conditions, and now it's cold weather too. That can beat the ice up a little bit too. Even though it is getting thicker and it's cold, it's still, luckily only have 3 inches of snow, so hopefully that helps with the ice up here. I know in the south, man, it's Iowa, and you guys got hit hard. So I might have a fish interested here. Well, we'll see. Probably not, because I'm live on camera. Well, she liked my dead stick motion a little bit. Let's see. She's going right on it. Let's see. Let's take something here. She is just sniffing away at that dead stick and shiner. Afraid to move it. Sometimes giving that little twitch is help out. Zach's is solid, 11 to 12. Yeah, let's see. We got some. Oops. Came back over to my spoon. Just like that. Gone. Hopefully somebody else gets a chance to catch that one. That one seemed pretty decent. Anyway, yeah, solid 11 to 12, Zach says. I didn't officially measure. It's kind of what everyone's been talking about. We just did a nice check. Found 14 on plowed roads and 13 off the snow. Yeah, North Winnie. So, yeah. That's great. Definitely making some ice as this cold is coming through. Doesn't look like that cold's going to let up at all this next week. So, yeah, check out North Winnie Landing. They'll probably tell you if you got, when they start allowing vehicle traffic and everything out here. But right now it's ATV side-by-sides. And pretty much can access as much as lake as you'd like. I mean, it's only 3 inches of snow. It's nice, but they've got some good roads coming out here, especially like to the channel area that we're fishing. Awesome. Thanks for that info. Jumbo perch is greater than everything. Yeah, I love my jumbos. I'm an Eastern Wisconsin boy, born and raised. So, the Friday night perch fries, Green Bay perch. Yeah, like that. South Dakota is definitely South Dakota, North Dakota, known for their perch, and obviously some great perch up here. My biggest perch ever caught, I think, was up on Lake of the Woods. A nice 14 plus inch perch. Never really measured it, but it was a monster. Yeah. Tasty fish. Some of my favorites. So, hello, Danny. Hey, Todd. So, yeah, man, I was hoping to catch a fish here, but yeah, I'm only 38 minutes in. I'll end up stopping this live feed, and then we'll end up slaying them out here or something. So, that's how it always works. Alex, Tim, you know what I'm talking about. Go live and 1-2 fish in 7 hours, but I had a good time. A lot of good information from Alex, Tim. So let's see here if anybody sent some pictures. If anyone else is doing well. A lot of lookers, no eaters. See if I can find some. Bro's gonna get some better camera equipment, but man, he had if you didn't see, because I got that light. There you go, kind of brought a nice 26.5 last night out here in Winnie. He's using, I think, coffin spoon and a full minnow. So yeah, I think this is another one that he had. So he had a couple of nice ones. Get the camera angle. One time, the darn. Woo! It's like following me around. He had some nice ones. A lot of pike. laughing at me because I can't get around that light. Brian had a bunch from yesterday. Whoop. Yeah, he was smoking them last night. He was in the right spot, right presentation. No live scope for him, using standard Vexlar. A lot of people talking about that, thinking the forward-facing sonar spook to him. He could spook them. Yeah, I don't know. It's a topic I'm sure a lot of people will blow up, but yeah, the bro's doll's a walleye man. He definitely is. I think I can fish. So had the pleasure to fish with him the last 2 years up here, and yeah, you ain't gonna beat him. He knows these bodies of water pretty well, and the guy's a wealth of knowledge. So let's see here. Yeah, so let's see. Don't have to travel far north. Winning landing LP, good fishing. We're about 1 to 2 miles out. Yeah, we're not too far out. You don't have to go far at all. Find any type of structure, the channel. It's just good way to get out in the lake. And like I said, not a ton of people out here right now. Seeing a lot of wheelhouses were coming out yesterday for the weekend. They're starting to let that traffic out. So wheelhouses are coming out here, and yeah, it's been a great experience down here. So liking it. Gonna swing to the gosh damn place to have them cook yesterday's catch for lunch. Yeah, that's kind of neat. The gosh damn place is down the road, not too far from here, and you can bring in your catch. They'll cook it up for you. Those of us who just want to catch fish, eat it, and not have to cook it. So I can't wait to try that out. That'll be our lunch today. It's pretty close by, so we'll be able to pop out there and then come right back out here and catch that evening bite that's been hot. I don't know. I think the last couple of days we're trying to get set up on our evening bite, by 2-3 o'clock, and then it's been pretty good. I know Bro was catching them after dark too. It's when he was caught the most. I slowed down a little bit after dark and went home or went back to the cabin shortly after. I think 6 o'clock we got off the lake. So had a good time. A lot of nice fish. What kind of heater is that? It's the Heat Hog. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. Well, I'd say I like it. It has that ability where you don't have to. You can kind of tip it back, which is kind of cool. So you're not getting that ice in front of you, or you're not getting that water pulled up in front of you. And then I do that, and of course, then I kill my heater. But I've not had that happen yet. There you go. Well, that's kind of nice. No, so far no complaints on it. It's better than the biome. Well, I've only had this out a couple of times. Good experience with it. Buddies have always been good to me. How deep? We're about 20. We're on the edge. So if I go 5 feet that way, it's about 25 feet, and then over here is down into 15 feet. And we've had some pretty good luck out here. Different depths. Found a lot of. Yesterday, guys traveled out to some other structure, and we did pretty well out there during the day. There's a lot of great places to fish around here with not a whole lot of traffic yet. So yet is the key to that, because I'm sure it's going to blow up out here soon, as it normally does. A lot of good healthy walleye out on the Winnie area. Yeah, it's a great fishery up here. Like I said, a lot of healthy fish. Had a few over 123, a couple more, I think, larger than that, but the Bro's 26.5. Like he's had obviously a lot bigger fish in these waters than that, and not a whole lot of dink. There's a lot of the 17, 15 to 17 inch. We got that protected slot from 20 to 23 out here. Keep one over 23. which none of us have done. But yeah, a lot of good fishing. It's been a little slow with this cold weather coming in, but guys are having fun. Not too cold with this equipment, I can tell you that. It's a nice invention of the thermal fish houses. It's makes it very convenient, especially with all the technology. A lot of great companies out there. Amped Outdoors, of course, keep you on the water longer. That's for sure. Would you recommend the Northeast Bay or the Southeast side in the open? I don't know the lake all that well. We fished the south side last year. There's some good spots out there. It's just this was easy access to a resort. The landing's been pretty good to us. A lot of parking along the shoreline, and then we can just unpack and come out. But I'd say we've done pretty well out here compared to what we've heard in a lot of other reports. So. Yeah, it's been slower throughout, during the day. It's cold, so we're just going to look down, maybe move around a little bit here and a little bit on this. I'm sure some of these guys will travel out and test some other waters, but probably come back to these spots that we're in now, before dark, and we'll have plenty of fish to clean. Have a nice take some home, or so this afternoon we're going to go take yesterday's catch over, have them cooked for us, so that'll be nice. Anyway, thanks for everybody for attending. It's kind of our test just to get out in the water. Didn't talk too much in batteries, but talk a little bit of fishing. Winnie's a great little area. More so promoted, I think, that more than anything. But we're just out here having a good time. Again, staying at that Eagle's Nest Lodge. They've got great accommodations for small and large groups, so can't appreciate that enough. And then the North Winnie Landing has been very accommodating as well. Been easy access, especially to where we are here. And roads are great. Access to a lot of good fishing spots on the lake. So we thank them for having us at that access as well. So so probably to put everything in kind of a way here. Now it all works, and that's good. We can do some more live stuff now. We know this, how the system all works and everything. So thank you for jumping on. Sorry I didn't catch any fish, but I'll tell you what, we'll post some pictures from this weekend's trip online, maybe tonight or tomorrow. I'm just going to wait a second here because I've got something firing up to my jig. Oh, she fired up and then just shot away. That's been kind of haven't had too many fire in like that, but it's just been those slow raises they've liked and dead stick. Yeah, well, thanks for everybody for popping on. Tad said you can also camp ashore at North Winnie Landing LLP. Call them, get your spot reserved with your wheelhouse. Cool. Good to know. Thanks for throwing that out there. But yeah, thanks for everybody that's let us, for places we've stayed and up here, like the weather's great. Not a whole lot of snow up here, only about 3 inches of snow on the lake, and roads are all good. So, if you're sitting south and looking to go somewhere, come up north, and there's plenty of good fishing out here. A lot of good waters, a lot of good places to fish. So do that. Make sure you bring your Amped Outdoors batteries, charge them first. And thank you guys for watching. Next week we'll be live, hopefully, and I'm like 99.9% sure we'll be live with Alex Tim. So if you've not checked him out, check him out. We'll be live probably I think it's next Saturday. We're going to do a live thing. We're just going to talk fishing, talk batteries and other stuff, do some giveaways and all that. So definitely make sure you subscribe like him, and check us out next week, and we'll have a lot of good stuff to talk about. Thank you much, and everyone be safe on the ice.